against Greentea.
Oh, man. I mean, this is definitely going to be a high-octane match right from the get-go.
Right. It's something that could be a grand finals, any day of the week, any year. And also calling up to the stage, new blood, Dan QZ, one of our regional qualifiers, versus veteran Josh Toles. And it looks like we're ready to go. Give us okay.
Is everybody ready for some high-level Tetris?
Let's do a big countdown, guys. Get everybody excited. 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
Everybody starting with an O piece just right out of the gate. And here we go.
So top 5, we're going to be doing best 3 out of 5 instead of 2 out of 3.
Yeah, and of course, Joseph Saley, last year's champion, so I'm sure a lot of people are going to be watching on the bottom half of there, but, keep an eye on Dan QZ as well. One of the new blood here, and has been really impressive so far, was one of the only players, one of only, I think, 6 players who maxed out during the qualification round.
Joseph taking a slight early lead over Greentea.
We've got good audience participation here. Oh, a slight little mistake there from Greentea right at the start. Not going to be a problem. He's going to be able to clean that out, no problem. Yeah, perfect T-piece right there is going to open up that hole, and there he goes. He's Tetris ready again.
Dan QZ and Josh trading off Tetris blows there. Dan Tetris ready. Boom. And Josh is also Tetris ready, looking to even up the score. Fires back with a triple.
Greentea's trying to figure out a way to fill in that little gap there. Had the perfect L and J piece back to back. Gets
Boom,
a Tetris.
for Greentea.
And there you go. Perfect J piece there as well.
Dan QZ developing a center well. Boom, Tetris for Dan. And Josh had just made a Tetris there. Dan with the triple.
Of course, all these players from a lot of different backgrounds. Greentea, of course, from the Tetris Grandmaster games, has turned himself into one of the premier NES Tetris players.
Proving that skills are transferable. Even if you're great with a newer game, you can excel.
Even for, I saw one of his videos on YouTube for Tetris Effect for him completing Master Level 30.
Dan's going to have to dig that out. He got line over, triple, and digging back down.
Was he really in trouble, or was it just as he planned?
This game is so sticky that anytime you're that high, you're defying death.
For sure. And he's going to get a dirty Tetris.
Really dirty.
Uh-oh. And you can see it right there. He slid the piece just a little too far, maybe a little bit of nerves to start out here. This is a big audience here, and he probably hasn't played in any sort of environment like this before. But he's just fine now, and he's going to be able to clean it. As soon as he gets the long piece, he can get the Tetris. But the RNG not being kind to him right now. Okay, he's going to be able to do a little bit of a clean.
That's a big drought happening in the 30s now.
Oh, but now he needs to.
And he got it.
There you
Boom,
go.
Tetris for Dan. Josh also navigating that drought. Holds out. Boom, Tetris for Josh.
Both players now. Well, Josh still needs to clean up just a little bit here. Didn't get that piece of slide, but actually worked out for him just perfectly with those 2 back-to-back O pieces.
Dan clearing his alley out, and boom, Tetris for Dan. Josh also Tetris ready. We are very competitive up on top, neck and neck.
And there you go, Joseph with his own Tetris right now, and he's got a very clean play field right now.
But guess who's got the high Tetris percentage rate? It's Greentea.
Had to do a little bit of cover up there to Joseph. He should be fine, especially with his hyper tapping technique. He can play at a higher level than most players using the Daz technique.
Right. Nice spin tuck there.
And there we go. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
And boom, Tetris for Greentea. Greentea still with the lead. And Josh winding his lead up on top.
And Greentea has turned himself into such a fan favorite. One of the main reasons why is because the man is always smiling. He's always having such a good time.
And it's things like that get people wanting to play and try Tetris.
Absolutely. And right now, Joseph trying to clean out a little bit. He's got that hole in the middle there on the 4th column, but he's going to get access it now, and he's cleaned up and ready to go.
Drilled down all the way to the bottom, but he's going to have to turn the aggression on because Greentea's lead is getting up there.
Yeah, but Greentea also has that little nice stack of O pieces right in the middle there. Finally having other places to drop that. A lot of times the landscape of the field determines where you can put the pieces as cleanly as possible. There we go.
Tetris for Joseph. Catching up just a little now.
But he needs to fill in that gap. You see, he has to have a J piece, and he's waiting for it. Now he needs the L piece. And he, ooh, okay.
That's what he needs. Unlocks it with a triple. And Joseph is Tetris ready again.
And Josh going for a Tetris right there.
Boom, 30 Tetris for Josh.
And then a beautiful L piece for him to clean out more of those lines.
Dan has fallen a little bit behind. He's been doing a lot of cleanup, but he's finally got his playfield nice and clean right now, and he's ready for that. Boom, Tetris for Dan.
And again, for those who are watching and new to this, you know, if you're familiar with the newer games like Tetris Effect and such, the randomization of the pieces in this game are definitely not as friendly. It is a true randomization, so you can go long spaces with huge droughts.
No telling how long your drought will last in this game. And Greentea transitions.
And when you transition, you notice that the speed increases drastically. That's why everybody starts at level 18, get all the points, and then transition at level 19.
Looks like Joseph is going to transition with the Tetris here.
Yep.
And boom, Tetris for Joseph.
So all 4 players have transition.
Dan QZ moving to level 20.
Remember, this is head-to-head, so the 2 top players are going up against each other, and the 2 bottom players are going against each other. Wow. Joseph with a very high field, but boom, Tetris for Joseph is going to give himself some
Josh is in a bit of trouble. He's going to have to clear some line. I think that's going to top him out. And Dan QZ just needs 1,800 points to take it.
Yeah, that's going to be simple. As long as
boom,
he gets
Tetris for
that
Dan. Dan takes the first round. But remember, this is best 3 out of 5, so there's still a lot of room for Josh to come back.
Also, you'll notice that Greentea playing at a little bit faster pace, already at 160 lines. Joseph trying to set himself up for Tetris. There he goes. He's Tetris ready now. Where's that long piece?
Boom, Tetris for Greentea.
And
boom, Tetris for Joseph. We are neck and neck.
Definitely so close. I mean, right now, you can see under the main scores, the difference between the scores in red and green.
Both playfields looking good.
And honestly, right now, that lead is basically non-existent at this point.
Right. Every time one player gets the line piece, the other does as well. So if any of them miss a potential Tetris, that could mean the difference.
Can you imagine
boom,
if that
Tetris
first
or
game
Greentea
comes down just to 1 Tetris? But you can see right now, Dan QZ and Josh have also started their second game. Wow.
And we march on. We're at level 25 and level 24, respectively, on the bottom. Boom, Tetris for Greentea. Now with the 1 Tetris lead.
There we go. And now Greentea is ready to go. Joseph trying to clean out this field. He got the long piece not when he needed it. He needs another one.
Greentea's in good shape
okay,
here.
there we go. And look at this. Joseph's still alive.
Amazing dig by Joseph high up top,
no.
but
But
he gets another. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
And Joseph is right back into it.
Still pretty much neck and neck, but Greentea just gets 1 Tetris ahead there.
Uh-oh.
Can he get the long bar over?
Yes,
boom, Tetris for Joseph.
And again, as a hyper
boom,
tapper.
Tetris for Greentea. Dueling Tetrises to the end. We're getting to the kill screen here.
Yeah, as soon as they get to level 29, it gets, quote, too fast for them to survive. But Joseph has actually survived to like 32 or 33 in the past.
Joseph with the well on the left side clears out the double. Boom, Tetris to Joseph, maintaining his aggression, trying to catch up. He is 1 Tetris behind.
Look at how much pressure these players are putting onto each other. You cannot give an
We're going to have a double kill screen, potentially.
Oh!
Greentea at the kill screen.
Okay, so Greentea is down, but it's 70. He has 73,000 up. Can Joseph do this?
Tetris
he gets
or
1
death.
Tetris.
Can he survive?
Oh my God, he can survive. He can hyper tap. Can he do this? Can he do this? No.
Double.
No, it's not going to happen. Green
Oh
Tea's
my
going to take game
goodness!
number 1.
Green Tea
Green
takes the
Tea with
first
game
round.
number 1. And you know what the crazy thing is? Green Tea was probably a little nervous. He was like, he could actually still do this.
Wow, a double kill screen between Green Tea and Joseph.
And that's
What
just-
a way to kick this off.
That was just game 1, and already it's like someone won the championship. Look at these guys.
And we've still got a round going up on top. Let's not forget about Josh and Dan.
And yeah,
Boom,
Dan
Tetris
is in
for
a great
Dan.
place. Yep.
We are neck and neck though, so Josh and Dan are now on in the level 70 or in the 70 line range.
The hard part for Dan right now is he is not getting good RNG to help him clear out these spaces. Again, as I said, the pieces. Oh no, actually, right there he got all the pieces that he needed, and so there we go. He's set up for a Tetris now.
Both players Tetris ready.
And
There it is for Dan. Boom, Tetris for Dan. Josh
Josh-
waiting, getting the long bar. Boom, Tetris for Josh.
yeah, Josh, unfortunately, with the 9th column Tetris, it's a very awkward position because you need a lot of long bars. So he's going to try to clear that out as soon as he can. And Green Tea and Joseph have begun game number 2.
Dan evening up the score with that Tetris. And Josh still drilling that back down to the bottom.
Simul Tetris for Green Tea and Joseph. They are on pace exactly with each other. And now, oh, back-to-back eyepieces. Beautiful for Josh.
Green Tea is Tetris ready. Let's see what he tucks in there.
And look
Does
at
the
this.
spin.
Josh going to go for a center well Tetris, and he's going to be rewarded.
Boom.
There you go.
Nice dirty Tetris for Josh. Evening up the score just a little bit. Dan with a slight lead. We're at 100 lines. Some time to the transition.
Yeah, transitions at 130 lines.
Game speeds up and they want to get their houses in order to deal with that so they don't top out.
Yeah, you can have a great game. You can be playing a perfect game, and as soon as you get to 19 and it speeds up, a great game can just fall apart so quickly. A little
Drop
bit
by
of,
Josh. He'll have to clean that out.
can he get
Still
to
in
there?
it.
Oh, he's going to be able to clear some lines, but that hole right there,
He needed the
yeah,
right
is going to
pieces, but,
cause him
the game
problems.
didn't give what he needed. Dan QZ taking another round. So we're at a match point situation up top. Dan QZ up 2.
And again, this is Dan QZ's first Classic Tetris World Championships, and he already looks like a veteran player here.
He did have to win a regional qualifier to get here, so
That's
he
right.
won that trip to Portland. So with that competition experience, it can still go a long way. Boom, Tetris for Green Tea. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
Yeah, like I said, they're keeping pace with each other perfectly.
Mhm. Still early on.
You can also see their Tetris rates. Joseph with an 80% Tetris rate right now.
Both these players can be super aggressive when they need to be, but they can also defend and burn things off when need be. So I think it's really both of their ability to do that is pushing each other, and that's why we're seeing the double kill screens and super aggressive scores here.
And that's one of the important things, too. During the qualifying rounds, it's just points. And so the way that you play, the strategy that you use is very different in the direct head-to-head. Because once you start playing head-to-head, all of a sudden you can play depending on how your opponent is, if they're
Right.
playing slow, if they have a lower percentage than you in terms of Tetris rates. You can really adjust your strategy. And right now, Green Tea is just having trouble here because he has not been able to clear his stack fully yet. There we go. Got access to the hole, so he's going to be able to fill that up. So he is in great position now.
Joseph with a 2 Tetris lead right now. Ready for another. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
And boom, Tetris for Green Tea. He's back in business.
Up on top, Josh having to do some burning to get that back down. He has to win this match in order to stay in.
Yeah, there it is, the long bar for Josh. And boom,
Tetris
Tetris for Josh.
Now Dan QZ having to do some cleanup. This is Josh's chance to catch up.
Well, it's working out for him now. He's got a wonderful play field at this point.
Super clean. There it is. Boom, Tetris for Josh.
Meanwhile, Dan having to do a little bit of cleanup himself. Nice tuck
Nice
there.
spin, tuck
of the
spin
S
by Dan
piece.
QZ.
Oh, and perfect back-to-back pieces right there. to give him access to that hole right there. And now he's opened it up, and so he should be good to go.
But look on the bottom. Joseph opening up on almost 100,000 point lead over Greentea. Crowd getting into it. Boom, Tetris for Joseph. And boom, Tetris for Greentea. Got a fight on our hands on the bottom as we hit about 100 lines, 30 away or so from transition. Still a lot of time. We saw what happened last time.
Oh, actually, he just got the pieces exactly as he needed. And
With the tuck.
Tuck there in there. Yep. But where's the long bar now? He's got to do some cleaning at this point. Yep, there you go.
Both players navigating in the drought.
Oh, but Greentea handling that, and there you go, the long bar
Boom,
just
simul
in time
Tetris.
for both players.
They're both on the same piece drop at the same pace. So when one gets the bar, the other does as well.
Yep,
Double
there you
Tetrises
go.
all around.
But you can see at the top right now, Dan having a little bit of problems. But again, as I mentioned earlier, he's a hyper tapping player, which actually gives him a little bit more breathing room. He's holding out for the L piece, but it won't show
Can't
up.
get it over. No.
No.
And Josh takes this round, staying in it.
He was holding out to see if he could get the L piece or an I piece. He couldn't get it, and then he topped out. And Josh is like, whoa, wait, you mean I won? Okay, I can stop now.
Actually, I really appreciate that Josh keeps playing because you never know. You know, you
Yes,
have to
exactly.
make sure. It's like you in the zombie apocalypse, you all double tap.
Oh, that was such a nice tuck there from Greentea. That was beautiful.
Ooh.
And now he's just holding out for a couple of line pieces. No, he's going to go ahead and do one line burn right there. You can also see how many lines the players have burned between their Tetrises.
Greentea now transitioning down 100,000 points. Joseph is quite a bit in the lead. Greentea will have to turn on the aggression.
And you know, when you're down that many points, a lot of times you can think to yourself, well, I can count on the other guy maybe topping out. And if I just play patiently, I'll be okay. But the problem is, this
He's
is
against Joseph.
This is Joseph Saley here, and you can't count on him to top out. And Greentea, the best thing about it is you know exactly how he's feeling at every second of the game.
And he's still having fun even under all this pressure.
All right.
He's going to open up that center well.
Yeah,
The
perfect
triple
pieces
now.
back to back, and he's going to be able to get himself set up for a
it's
Tetris.
nice
And tuck that, yep. And now he's got to, clean out.
see
So he's
that.
not Tetris ready now,
almost.
but he needs, there you go.
But there it
And
is.
he chose not to clean. He's going for the center well Tetris right now.
There
Yeah,
boom,
there we go.
Center well Tetris for Greentea. Joseph with 777 on the board. Boom, Tetris
Boom.
for Joseph.
Yeah, and meanwhile, while we're sitting there watching Greentea trying to dig himself out of this, Joseph has just been playing so great. He is on massive max out pace. He is at 79%. You need about a 60% to get a max out pace, but he is at 79.
Almost in defiance of what happened last round. Look at that. Boom, Tetris for Greentea. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
80% Tetris rate at 23 at level 23. And just so you guys know, maxing out means that you get 999,000 points. That's as high as the game will register.
James, I'm excited. This could be it. This could be the max out. The first max out.
Yeah, we had about 12 max outs, I believe, during the qualification rounds, but we
But
have
an
not.
actual match.
Yeah, but we haven't had one in the actual match, and we are on pace for that right now.
939. Greentea set up for a Tetris. Ooh, he's going to need a couple of long bars. He
Yeah, the
the
drought
double.
is hurting him right now.
did not get to utilize.
Doesn't want to
Joseph
go
set
for the
up.
triple.
Boom, Tetris for Joseph for like one away from a max out here.
Oh no, a misplacement
Ooh.
right there, but
Boom,
max
Tetris for Joseph. We have a
max
max
out
out.
right
1 million points for Joseph.
Wow, insane.
But for Joseph, it's just another day at the office.
Official max out here on the tournament, and we're
Greentea's
still
still
going.
fighting.
Oh no, he couldn't quite
misdrop
get
by
it over
Greentea.
there.
I don't
That's
think he's going to
not
be able to get
happen,
past that insurmountable. Oh,
Yeah. And again,
how about that?
just a reminder here that the game itself doesn't register over 1 million points. It maxes out at 999,999. But this special We have a special interface
with,
here that we're
Trey
calculating
Harrison's
it manually.
math calculations on the screen for us. We know he has surpassed 1 million points for the first time in CTWC history and competition play. We went from a double kill stream to a max out in the very next game.
Man.
But let's not forget, Josh and Dan QZ still have a match on top.
But not only that, but it's only 1-1 right now for Greentea and Joseph. We could potentially go the whole distance with 5 games, and if they're all like this, I don't know if I can survive the rest of this day.
I'm shaking. Boom Tetris for Josh, by the way, and boom Tetris for Dan.
Nice little adjustment at the last second there for Dan. Clearing out. Now he needs a long bar for the side or perhaps a J piece. So he's going to opt for the long bar over there.
Heading up to about 90 lines. I mean, we really have to hand it to Dan and Josh. You know, even with all these distractions and having other players play at the same time, that they're able to maintain that neck and neck.
And honestly, like once you start playing this and you get into that zone, you can almost block everything out of your mind except for the field that you're playing on. And look at this. Dan is now set up for the Tetris, and boom, Tetris for Dan.
Josh also set up, ready to answer. There it is. Boom, Tetris for Josh.
Oh, nice pieces right there for Josh. Oh no, blocked off his ability to drop the L piece over there. So he's looking for the J piece, but he's going to get the Tetris, and he got the J as well to fill that out.
Nice clean play field, so they're going to have a nice transition if they can keep this up.
Greentea right now not quite set up for the Tetris, so he's got to drop that I piece on the side, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Joseph hunting for that L piece, didn't get it. A little bit of miss drop right there.
And you'll be doing a bit of digging.
Yeah.
Both players.
But he's going to get a Tetris right there, a dirty Tetris.
Simul Tetris is on the bottom. Meanwhile, Josh has taken the lead. Now up by 1.
Joseph just settling for the triple right there. And perfect timing for that Z piece. And yeah, smart stuff right there. If he had dropped the L piece into that slot, he would have blocked the hole. So he moved it to the side and was able to uncover it on the next piece instead. And there we go. Boom, Tetris for Joseph, and boom, Tetris for Greentea.
Josh transitioning. Now level 19. And Dan QZ follows right behind. Going into transition, we're neck and neck.
And even though Greentea is one of the newer players, he still uses the Daz method instead of the hyper tapping method. And so we have 2 Daz players versus 2 hyper tappers here on the stream.
That's true. We've seen this dynamic before. It's really exciting because it's such different styles of play, their movement abilities.
But what's interesting is a lot of the young crew is leaning towards the hyper tapping. You almost kind of feel like at some point in time it's just going to become the dominant strategy. And there we go. Boom, Tetris for Dan.
Boom, Tetris for Greentea. But if you have DAS players learn how to hyper tap, then you've kind of got the best of both worlds. So
absolutely, you would have the ability to do both.
Looking for a hyper tapping DAS hybrid as an
oh
evolution.
No, Dan with a little misslide there, but you know what?
Turn it into a roof and burn it off.
Oh no, another
misdrop.
Another misdrop. He should be okay. The stack isn't so bad. If he can get a long piece right now, he should be okay. Actually, he's not going to risk it. And there we go, cleaning little by little. Nice.
Lays it flat.
Oh no, but that square piece was at just the wrong time. He had too much of the jagged teeth layout, the landscape.
Gonna get done. Is he gonna tuck his next eye bar?
Ooh,
Ooh, nice spin.
Oh, that was beautiful tuck right there. Oh. And now he needs another long piece. Can he find one in time?
There's one.
Yeah, the hard part
Dirty
is he needs the J. He got the J.
Nice.
There we go.
Staying alive here. Josh with the lead.
Can you believe he's still alive? He's still surviving. Nice.
And boom, Tetris for Josh. Widening
and there
his
we
lead.
go. Look at that.
But
Dan has dug all the way out.
Dan with the dig.
Beautiful play right there for Dan QZ.
Amazing dig there.
Meanwhile, Joseph with a little bit of a hole that he needs to clean out. Greentea holding out for an either L or J. Finally got it. Oh no. Unfortunately here with a little bit of an unfortunate RNG. He needs a long bar now. But he can probably...
drought
Oh,
up
that's
on top.
perfect. Oh, but there we go. No,
Oh,
he
Dan's in
missed
trouble.
it. He missed it.
And it looks like
that
Josh
means
is going to even it up.
Josh tying it up. We're going to a game number 5 on the top screen now.
Another decider. We've had so many of those today. And now Josh and Dan taking it to the last.
It's amazing right now. I feel like, I mean, how many people out there would love to see every match go all 5 games?
We're seeing it happen right as we speak. It's like we're all tied up on all screens.
Mm-hmm. And Dan and Josh are right back into it. No breaks. Let's go.
Meanwhile, Greentea and Joseph almost on the way to transition with about 10 lines to go.
Once again, the transition, once that happens, you got to adjust to the sudden burst of speed.
Playfields are
Greentea.
pretty clean. Is Joseph going to transition with the Tetris?
Right.
Got a
But
couple lines to
Greentea
burn.
has a lead right now of about 90,000. And he's going to transition
With the
via
Tetris.
Tetris.
And boom, Tetris for Joseph. Transitioning with the Tetris. Boom.
There we go.
Simul Tetrises. Both players able to utilize the long bar. Tetris for Greentea. Boom, Tetris for Joseph. Greentea slightly ahead on pace. What's happening? Can Joseph get it over?
Joseph needs oh, that's the perfect piece.
Boom,
That's the
Tetris for
perfect.
Joseph. Held out just long enough to make that happen.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you're thankful for the fortunate RNG, but you know what? To be able to survive that long so that the RNG can help you is amazing. Oh, man. Look how high his field is.
Oh,
Who's
boom,
gonna get
Tetris
there?
for Joseph.
And
Boom,
Tetris for Greentea. Oh, my God.
Boom, Tetris for Joseph. Greentea not utilizing the bar in the same way because he wasn't set up.
But here we go. You can see right now both players getting
Boom,
that
Tetris
back-to-back
for Greentea.
Tetris. Yep.
Ooh,
And there we go.
with the Z-spin, opening it up, and he's Tetris ready.
But that means Greentea is going to build the lead a little bit here. And
Boom,
boom,
Tetris for Joseph. And Joseph.
Boom, Tetris for Greentea. Greentea maintaining a small lead right now.
Greentea taking the triple.
Yeah, he burns for a triple right now, which is going to give the opportunity for Joseph to catch up if he can keep getting Tetrises like that.
Every line piece counts now. You have to use it for the maximum score when you've got two players that push each other this hard. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
And that's the hardest part is normally
Boom, Tetris for Greentea.
Normally you could try to relax a little bit, but you can't with these two players.
It's just going back and forth. We could see a double max out. Oh my goodness.
They are both at above 65% rate right now. This is ridiculous.
Boom, Tetris for Joseph. Greentea almost Tetris ready. Tetris ready. Win for the long bar. There
There
it
it
is.
is.
Boom, Tetris for Greentea. Level 26.
914,000
We're gonna max out
points.
well
but wait,
before
hang
kill
on.
screens
Hang
here.
on a second. Greentea with some unfortunate RNG right here. He's got to clean himself out. He's working on it.
Long bar came.
He needs another long bar. He needs another long bar.
There
There
it
it is. Okay, and
Single,
a perfect square
clearing it
piece.
out. Oh, nice. Cleaning it out. Boom,
Oh,
Tetris
no.
for Joseph.
Boom!
Greentea. Both players just a couple of Tetrises
This
away from
is-
maxing out. Boom, Tetris. Max out by Joseph.
This is
Greentea looking
madness.
for a max out. Oh my goodness. Greentea about to max out. Can he do it? Can he clear out its alley? Couple of pieces away from a max out for Greentea.
Oh, he could do it if he gets a long bar right now. He needs a long bar.
There it
There's
is.
a long bar.
Oh no!
Oh, there it is.
Tetris for Greentea.
Double max
Double
out.
max out. Oh my goodness.
What is happening here?
Still playing. Joseph has taken the lead. And Joseph has taken the lead for
And
almost
Joseph
the first time
is
in the
gonna
game.
take this one,
Oh
but
my
ladies-
goodness.
Ladies
Wow.
and gentlemen, a double max out from Greentea and Joseph.
Wow.
This is high-level Tetris, everybody.
We have not seen it this competitive. record smashing left and right. Back-to-back games. Double kill screen. Our first max out and our first double max out.
And guess what? Guess what? We still have a game going up there between DanQZ and Josh.
Still on.
And there you
Boom,
go.
Tetris for Josh. And boom, Tetris for Dan.
Dan with a score lead right now.
20 lines from transition.
And now
Josh, Tetris ready. Boom, Tetris for Josh. DanQZ up by a couple of Tetrises. Boom, Tetris for Dan. Maintaining that lead.
Dan trying to build Tetris in the fourth column right now. Wow, he is fighting for it.
Josh dumping some pieces. Oh, but he gets a Tetris.
There you
Boom.
go. Beautiful stuff. Holding out worked out for him. He's going to have to do a little bit of cleanup now.
And we're getting close to transition, so they need to start getting safe there.
He wanted to go for another center well Tetris. Unfortunately, the pieces did not allow him for that.
He's got 6 lines to clear, does Josh, to clean up before the transition. That's not the best height either player wants to be. DanQZ's board's in better shape, though. Boom, Tetris for Dan. The next one will give him transition.
Yep, there we go.
Josh transitioning really high. Can he clean it up?
But he's got it so far. Oh, a little too far for that, but that's going to work.
Drill him back down. He could dirty Tetris.
He could get one if he can get a long piece. No, he's going to. Beautiful cleaning up right there.
There it is.
Boom! Tetris for Josh.
But DanQZ still got a huge lead, 100,000 points. Boom! Tetris for Josh.
Yeah, right now what he needs to count on is DanQZ perhaps topping out from a mistake. But DanQZ right now, playing field is so clean.
You can eat off that one.
There we go, burning through some
Josh,
of that
boom,
stack.
center well Tetris for Josh. Fighting back that deficit every so little.
And boom.
Boom, Tetris for Dan. Maintaining the aggression. Josh looking to open the center well.
There he is. He's set up for it, but it's too risky. It's too risky. So he's not going to go for it just yet. Ooh. Oh, no. A little bit of indecision. You could tell he had 2 places that he wanted to place that piece. He needs a long bar. He needs a long bar. There it is. He can still do this.
Nice tuck.
Nice tuck.
High pressure tuck. Ooh.
Oh, and he's going to give up. He gives up at that point in time. And DanQZ is going to move on to the next round. In 5 games, he has taken it 3-2 over Josh Tullis. Amazing play by the 18-year-old DanQZ. One of the new young guns here on the Tetris circuit. And now we're just watching Greentea and Joseph, who have been giving us some of the most amazing matches that we have ever seen in CTWC history.
Oh, Joseph missing the T-spin.
And and this tells you just how confident these players are. He misses it, and he's like, whatever, I'm fine. It's not even a problem.
They're just making Tetris history on stage. It's no big deal.
So there you go. But unfortunately, he's got that really unwieldy S stack in the middle right now. He should be able to clear it out if he can get. Oh no, is he gonna transition over to a left side Tetris
well
for
built.
now? Yeah, there we
Ready
go.
to go. May
Perfect.
as well. Boom, Tetris for Joseph.
There we go. And it's kind of stuck for him that way right now. He hasn't really had an opportunity to move the Tetris well back to the right, as you can see. Oh no, perfect back-to-back L and J.
He saw it developing. And Greentea with a nice clean play field now.
Yeah. And again, as often as you can see some droughts that look like they just destroy players, sometimes you get the right pieces in a row and it's wonderful. He still needs a long bar to fill that hole, though, in the third column, does Joseph.
Greentea's lead's pretty big, though. 100,000 points. Let's see if Joseph can catch up.
Yeah, all the cleaning that Joseph has had to do so far has given him a little bit of a deficit. But again, we've seen how long he can survive. You're never the no lead is good enough against Joseph.
And boom, Tetris for Joseph, fighting back that deficit just a little. We're still early on, about halfway to transition.
Blocks off that right well because he went for the clean.
Greentea is going to be in cleanup mode for a while.
That's fine. He's back into it.
He's back in it.
Yeah.
Burns off the roof.
All right, got to do a little clean. Oh, but perfect right there. Boom!
Boom,
Tetris for Greentea. And he has a 134,000 lead. Here we go. Trying to burn off some pieces over there on the right column to set up the Tetris.
Boom, Tetris to Joseph.
All right, just need something now to be able to fit over there on the left. There we go. And now he's Tetris ready, but he does need a tuck, and there it is, the perfect piece for that. But again, he's trying to play it safe. Oh, wow. He's just going to go ahead and cover it.
Fill it back down any way you can.
Crowd really rooting for Greentea.
Spin from Joseph, and boom, Tetris to Joseph.
A little bit of a
by
mistake for Greentea, but he should be able to get himself out of there. Not too bad. Oh, no. Actually, the RNG can giveth and taketh away. Greentea with some trouble here. Nice.
Dealing the best he can here. Oh,
no,
he couldn't
there
get
it
over.
is. And so now Joseph should just be able to take this here. Greentea with a very bad series of pieces there, not very friendly RNG, and now Joseph can
Tetris
just
away.
take his time.
Boom.
There it is. Joseph has done it. He has eliminated Greentea.
Wow.
Joseph, our reigning champion, is going to move on in probably one of the highest quality level of play for a CTW match in history.
I am in awe at the performance I just saw. Two players pushing each other. We had so many upsets.